Get ready with me while I talk about the downfall of Ally Bank. I opened my business bank account with Ally Bank 6 years ago, okay? And I am now going to be closing my accounts with them because the last situation that just happened over the past month is pretty nuts. I opened my bank account with Ally Bank honestly because it was advertised on NPR. I would always listen to Fresh Air with Terry Gross, and NPR was like my go-to. I was obsessed, right? So, and they were the smaller disruptive brand, right? And I didn't want to. They were an online only like disruptor brand, and I didn't want to go with one of the big banks like Chase and Bank of America. Like I had really bad experiences with them in the past, right? But I still needed something accessible enough, right? More accessible than a credit union. And Ally Bank was like supposed to exemplify that. I started noticing weird things happen around like year two. In the beginning, when I would call Ally Bank, like somebody would pick up on like the fourth ring. And it was pretty crazy. I was like, wow, this is such great service, right? Like this is how it should be when you have like, a huge bank. And then slowly over the years, like the service got worse and worse. Suddenly it wasn't the fourth ring. Suddenly it was like, two or three telephone prompts, right? And now it's like 10 telephone prompts, right? I actually had to open an account with Chase because Ally does not allow automatic transfers. And I needed that feature, which doesn't seem that groundbreaking, but Ally Bank didn't have it. Here's what happened recently. So in May, I got a text from Ally Bank that there might be fraud, right? It was like, did you do this transaction? And I hadn't. It was only like $1 or $2, but it was some weird online company and I had not done it. And so they shut down my card. I'm like, okay, whatever. And it was like, we're going to shut down your card. And if you want that card replaced, let us know. Well, I now do the majority of my transactions in Chase, so I didn't like really need a card, okay? After the kids came back from school, I was like, you know what? Something prompted me. I was like, you know what? I probably should get a card for that account. So this is August, all right? So I have not had a card for this account since May, okay? So on August 18th, because I have the records, I called Ally and was like, hi, spoke with a nice man. He asked me what, the security questions and everything. And really cool. It sounded kind of like he was at home or something, but he was like, he's like, I'm so sorry about the fraud alert. Like, we can easily get you a new card. And because you've been a customer with us for so long, we'll send it to you like via 2-day air. I'm like, cool, awesome. Hang up, thought that was going to be it, right? So it was August 18th. Sorry, guys. I have to pause to like do my eyeliner. I can't do that while talking. Okay, so like a week goes by and I don't have my debit card. And I just found that really weird because I'm like, okay, like I called on the 18th. They said they were going to do like second day air. I think that was like a Wednesday or something. I was like, this is weird, right? Really busy running around. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to send them a secure message. Have a paper trail, right? And so I logged in to like Ally Bank and I sent a secure message just saying, hey, I called on the 18th. I spoke with someone about just replacing the debit card for my main account. It's weird. I haven't gotten it yet. I got a response the next day to a message that was had so many typos in it. So many typos. And it said, we have no record of the call. We have no record that you requested a debit card replacement, but we're going to process it now for you. You're going to receive it in 3 to 4 business days. I'm like, what the hell? That's weird. Well, that was on August 26th. Nothing. Checking the mail every day. Nothing. It's now been a full 2 weeks and a full 3 weeks from the first time that I just requested my new debit card. So that's weird. Yesterday, I decide, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this one more time. Like, what the heck is happening, right? I have the proof now, right? So I call, and this is weird because now there's like 10 telephone prompts, whereas before, like you would call and someone would pick up on like the fourth ring. Now it's like 10 telephone prompts, and the lady that picks up doesn't ask me any security questions. She knows who I am, but she does not ask me security questions. It's weird. And I'm like, hi, I tell her the whole story, and she looks it up and she's like, she's like, I have a record of your call log. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, the guy in the message said that he didn't. She's like, yeah, I have a mess. I see that you called on the 18th and I can see the message from the 26th. She's like, however, I am looking and there was not a request for a debit card replacement on the 18th. There was not a debit card replacement on the 26th. So there's been no replacement for your debit card requested. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, I don't have time to run around and like chase you guys so I can use your bank. I'm like, y'all, I got other accounts in other banks, you know, like, dude, right? And she's like, hold on, I'm going to speak to my supervisor and blah, blah, blah. So I'm on hold for like 5 to 10 minutes, 7, 8 minutes. I don't know. I'm on hold for a while, longer than I should be. Why does she have to speak to a supervisor? It doesn't make any sense. Look at the account, and then I'm like, you know what? I think it's just time to say goodbye. And then she comes back on the phone and is like, you know what? I'm sorry. We're still working out a few more things. If you don't mind holding for a few more minutes. I do not like Chase Bank. I do not. However, I've been a customer of theirs for a long time. Replacing a debit card, I mean, that's like a 30-second process. And here now I've been on hold for like 10 minutes. It's the third attempt of me doing this after 3 weeks. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I just told her no. And I told her, I'm like, you seem really nice, but I'm going to close my account. And I am. I'm going to close my accounts now. But yeah, I watched this company go from being like a really great company that was like super user friendly, disruptor. 6 years ago was a very different environment than it is now, into it being like destroyed. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but yeah, that's my experience as an LA customer.